I'm going off on so many tangents and I feel like none of them quite fit together, but hopefully editing me can fit this into some sort of cohesive argument. Floofy dress, floofy skirt. Woo! Okay. Hello darlings and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be talking about something that has been kind of on my mind for quite a few years actually, but I've never really thought to put it in a video, or I've never exactly known how to word my point. So today we're going to be talking about YouTube and specifically like beauty and fashion and how that relates to consumerism. Yay! So it's a little bit more of, I suppose, a serious talking point today, but I hope that you will still find it interesting and enjoyable, and it's just going to be me, you know, spitballing and telling you how I feel, and we can start a discussion about this in the comments. So obviously I have just released two kind of lookbook videos, and my lookbooks are generally the most viewed videos on my channel, and they are also some of my proudest videos and the ones that take some of the most effort to edit and put together, and also the description takes 10 years because I have to find all of the products that I use in the video, and that leads me kind of to my point, which is that for so much of lookbooks it feels like they're kind of expected to be a haul almost. So last year I believe I did a spring haul book, which was combining a lookbook with a haul to just basically do a lookbook of some of the most recent items that I bought and giving you little like mini reviews, and I really liked that video, it was really fun. But I was thinking about it recently and I realised that it kind of feels like lookbooks nowadays are expected to be, instead of me just showing you examples of outfits and outfits that I like and that I think you will all like to see, it feels like I'm expected to kind of be selling you something. Like I'm a catalogue and I'm selling you only clothes that are new and that you can still buy. I've had a lot of the outfits in my wardrobe for quite a few years. You know, that's kind of the point of shopping, is that you want to be able to keep things for quite a few years, and I feel guilty sometimes when I include those in videos because I'm like, oh, well, I mean, I'm wearing it a lot and I want to show it in a lookbook, but I can't provide a link, you can't buy it anymore, so should I really be showing it? It gets to a point where it starts to feel like I can't film a lookbook or a fashion video unless I have like 10 new things to show you, which then just encourages me to buy more clothes that, to be honest, I really don't need any more clothes. I have probably too many clothes already and, you know, I don't need any more, and it's very stressful and silly because the average person isn't going out and buying 10 new things every month, you know, to show people. And I feel like fashion YouTube is becoming, or has become, this just pool of consumerism, and it's encouraging people to buy far more than they need and to feel like they need to constantly be buying new clothes. And I am very susceptible to that already, you know. It's difficult because fashion and that kind of consumerist side of things tells us that we need to be constantly buying more and more and more and more. I don't have that many true vintage pieces, and buying true vintage is obviously much more sustainable for the planet because it is something that hasn't been manufactured now. It's something that's lasted a long time, and the clothes are generally very well made, and obviously it's not new. And, you know, thrifting in America I've seen has become a massive thing. You can buy in charity shops, and a lot of my kind of panic about this is tied up in sustainability and eco concerns, because fashion is one of the most wasteful industries on the planet, and there are also ethical concerns. You know, constantly doing hauls by brands like H&M and Zara where, you know, they found notes from the underpaid workers hiding in the clothes asking for help. I will cite that in the description, by the way. And you know, it's made very cheaply, poor quality clothes that are made to fall apart, that are encouraging you to wear them a few times and then throw them away when they go out of style. And in some ways vintage is kind of exempt from that, because my clothes aren't in style, so they can't really go out of style, which is quite comforting if I cared about that kind of thing. But also, you know, the big vintage brands mean that you're not exempt from this constant feeling like you have to show off the latest thing and constantly be buying more. Take this skirt. This skirt is from Collectif. It's one of my favourite skirts. I got it at the outlet sale a couple of years ago, and it was like £15 in the outlet sale, which makes me so happy, and it's one of my favourite prints and I love it. I wear it a lot, especially around this time of year. This outfit, super cute. But if I show it in a lookbook, I can't link it, you can't buy it. Does that mean that I shouldn't show it in a lookbook because it's not currently on sale, but, you know, you could find another floral skirt that's in a similar shape or colour scheme or floral print? Should I still show it? Obviously, I'm thinking the answer is yes, because you can still get an outfit that is either from your wardrobe already, or if you are looking to add something you don't already have, you can find something very similar to this, even if you can't get this exact thing. Do you know what I'm talking about? Am I making any sense right now, or am I just rambling? I feel like I might just be rambling. The planet is kind of in crisis right now. And just like my move to use only cruelty-free makeup products, I feel like I need to take on more of my responsibility as a person, not to be excess shopping and constantly, you know, buying more than I need. I try my best to buy from vintage brands because for the most part, my brands are small businesses that manufacture, you know, in smaller factories. They're more fairly priced, which can make them more expensive, but I know that for most of the companies that is because the workers are also given a fair wage, and that is all stuff that is very important to me. But I know that then is, this is the thing, is it's all very well for me, who is not, you know, overwhelmingly, I'm not rich by any means. I'm actually unemployed right now. But I do come from a certain amount of privilege in that I've never had to worry too much about buying clothes. Obviously, no one's going to go out and buy like £100 dress, but, you know, a £30 skirt isn't something that generally worries me too much. I can get that for myself as like a birthday present or something. Whereas there are so many people and so many families where even a £10, you know, shirt is something they seriously have to think about. And this is the problem with fast fashion, is that there is a need for clothes that are on that lower price spectrum because that's all that some people can reasonably access. So I'm not going to sit here and condemn people who have to buy fast fashion things in order to get by or to have new clothes at all. Obviously, I can't say that. You know, the world is really unfair, and the systems of pay and who has how much money and how much access to things are massively unequal, and I can't sit here and say that a family buying primarily from Primark because that's all they can afford are bad people because they're not. They're just using what is closest access to them to get clothes for their families. But I will say that I think we all have a responsibility to show the realities of life, which is why I want to do more lookbooks incorporating pieces that I've had for quite a while, because, you know, we don't throw out our entire wardrobes every other season and buy new stuff. At least I don't anyways. I go through my wardrobe and I donate things that I find don't fit me and, you know, maybe aren't my style anymore and that kind of thing. So I'm not keeping clothes that I'm not wearing that someone else could be. But I don't get, you know, do a complete overhaul of my wardrobe in order to fill it with 40 more things. And I think we all have to be aware of not falling into the trap of buying things because we feel like we should rather than buying things because we need them, and that's how I feel about that. Do please let me know what you think about the YouTube debate of showing only current buyable items in lookbooks and showing older items that, you know, I'm obviously still wearing, that you maybe can't buy, but then I always try and link very similar items if I can't, you know, if I can't show you the original link. So please do let me know what you think. What do you think about the whole, you know, YouTube and consumerism thing? Do you agree with me? Do you think I made any sense? I really hope that I did. All this to say that we all need to be conscientious in how much we're buying and where we're buying it from, wherever we possibly can, and try to buy from smaller businesses where possible instead of the really big brands that are using underpaid, exploited workforces to make really badly made clothes. So I hope that this video was still entertaining and enjoyable to watch, and I again would love you to join in with me in this discussion in the comments. Please be kind and fair to everyone that you meet, and if you do want to follow me on my social media, follow me on Instagram to see more of my outfits and how I style things, because is that not meant to be the point of lookbooks? It's to show you how I style different shapes and colours and silhouettes and things like that. So do follow me on there at A Very Vintage Darling, and you can follow me on Twitter, which I don't really use anymore, at Vintage Darling, and you can find all of my singing covers on my Instagram under the hashtag #TheVintageSoprano. Do consider subscribing if you aren't already to join my lovely little Vintage Darlings family. I love you all so very much. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video. Au revoir! Ugh. Ethics stress me out. I should script my videos because I have such a clear idea of what I want to say in the beginning, and then it all just goes a bit haywire.